Hi, I'm Roberta. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to talk about one of my favourite seafoods, prawns. Now you can buy prawns like this, raw or green, and you can buy them cooked. And the cooked ones are fine as a standby, but I think there's a big difference in taste and texture between a prawn you've cooked yourself and one that's already cooked. Now if you are buying the ones that are already cooked, you can't cook them again. You can't use them in a dish where you're adding heat. So they're fine if you want to chop them up, put them in a salad, put them in a sandwich. But it's even better if you cook your own. And there's only a couple of things you need to know. Before we talk about cooking them, let's talk about storing them. Now, prawns oxidize very quickly. You can see a little bit of black already on this guy's head. There's 3 ways that I can think of that you stop them from oxidizing. You cook them, you sulfur them, which isn't great for people with allergies, or you submerge them in water, or you freeze them. 4 ways. So when you get prawns home from the fishmonger, if you're not using them on the day you get them, just pop them into a container of water and pop them in the fridge. And they'll keep like that for a couple of days and they won't blacken. As soon as you take them out, they're going to start to blacken. So how do we cook them? We cook them in rapidly boiling water with plenty of salt. So for 2 litres of water, you want 120 grams of salt, and I want you to weigh that. And use a good natural cooking salt like Olsen's. Now, I've worked out that the cooking time is a minute for 25 grams. So your average medium green prawn weighs about 33 grams on average, and it's going to take a minute and a half. So I'm going to get some water boiling rapidly. I've already added my 120 grams of salt. We'll pop these guys in, bring them to the boil, 1.5 minutes. Let's see what happens. So rapidly boiling water, in with our prawns, and I mean it, 1.5 minutes, we're timing it. There we go. Off the heat and into an ice bath. So as soon as that timer goes off, we want them out of the water and into really well iced water. And we can leave them then for an hour or so. We just want them to cool right down. Obviously it doesn't take an hour, but you can leave them for a couple of hours. I might have got a little crazy there with the ice. I can't even submerge them, so maybe a little bit less ice. There we go, they're submerged. So leave them to cool down, and sandwiches, salads, prawn cocktail perhaps. Now you know how to boil a prawn. So if we're using our prawns straight away, we take them out of the ice water and we peel them. Otherwise we're going to take them out of the ice water, pop them on a plate or in a container and put them in the fridge. Now, broken off his head, snapping off his legs, and folding off the shell. It's that simple. I find the last bit you need to give him a bit of a squeeze to get that tail off, and then we'll just get a paring knife and scrape out his digestive tract. Now if the prawn is an aquaculture prawn, it might have been purged, but if it's a wild prawn, it's going to have quite a bit of grit down there along the digestive tract. So I just get in with the point of a paring knife, pull that back, and just keep scraping until I can see that I've got all of that grit out of there. If it's a raw prawn, of course, you can pull the digestive tract out, but once it's cooked, that doesn't work. So there we go, our beautiful cooked prawns, pale pink, still really juicy and tender and delicious. Enjoy.